Okay, I believe we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe we're live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back here to EP09 Bodybuilding. We are back for the 2024 Tampa Pro Men's Open. Just getting to the very last women's class here, the Bikini class. And yeah, it won't be long now when we'll have the finals for the men's open. I've got some shots here from prejudging for you guys, which was actually pretty competitive. I was surprised. All these guys showed up in good shape. Nobody was really out of condition, you know? Not in that top call out anyway. You had Tim Budasheim, who really didn't show up how I thought he would, which was unfortunate, but you know, the top call out was very competitive. I was very impressed. Just wait for a few people to start showing up here, and I'll start showing you guys a few shots. Do my typical test to make sure the quality's good. You guys let me know how the quality is here for this live stream as well. Actually, quality seems pretty good. Yeah, excellent. If you guys are here, get in the chat. Let me know who you guys have winning after prejudging, or if there's any shots that you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll throw them up. And if you are new here, thank you for stopping in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll have updates going all year long here of all your favorite bodybuilders and competitions. Let me get back to the stream. I'm going to throw up a couple of shots here. You guys, like I said, let me know who you guys want to see. I've got the top call out. Actually, you know what? Let me show you a couple of shots. No, it's back now, right? Loho and Davy Mize for the win. Thanks, Bryce. I appreciate it. I turned off my mic. There you go. I'm back. No sound in the Arctic. Man, there was no internet in the Arctic. My sound should be back now. Is it back now? Okay. Yeah, no, there was no sound in the Arctic, brother. Well, actually, you could yell, but there's no one around to hear you. The Arctic was sick, man. I really enjoyed the Arctic. Now, let me bring up the individual.
Number 195.
That shouldn't be on either. There we go. Yeah, they're just doing the college for Bikini now. And once they finish that up and they give out the awards, then they'll be going to the men's open. So we are very, very close to seeing the men's open take the stage. Jordan lacks legs and arms. Yeah, he could definitely come up in the limbs department. He's sitting at about 252 in this yeah, this show here. I don't know what he was there in Chicago, but yeah, if he really grew, especially arms, man, like once he gets the arms, he's going to be a force, man. Like he's really good. No, Jordan is really good. Let's see if I can set that to play over and over again here. Loop. There we go. We want to loop it. Let's take a look at Mohammed Fooda because this is a guy that really showed up here, not as we expected, definitely not as sharp as he was, at Chicago. I think he was still really good, like especially that side leg separation. I think he had some of the best side leg separation in the whole show. It's kind of weird the way that he arches his back for that side chest. I don't think it does his midsection any justice. Um, Loho asks, "How was Eric Wood?" Eric was lacking conditioning from the back in the hamstrings and glutes, and that's a common thing for him. But aside from that, Eric had fantastic conditioning from the front. I think that his quads came up. He had great quad detail. The midsection was tight. He's definitely up in size overall, but just really lacking in that conditioning in the lower body, man. And overall size. Eric just needs more overall size too. I know the guy works full time. I think it's a don't quote me on this, but it might be a car wash that he owns and runs or something. Anyway, he's a full time business owner as well as trying to be a full time bodybuilder. Seems to be pretty tough, man. It seems to be pretty tough. I know that he's taken time off of training in order to get his business in order. Yeah, it can be tough, especially when it comes to Patrick Tor. Patrick Tor doesn't mess around, man. If you're not completely on, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to keep him as a client. All right, they're just about to give out awards for the bikini, you guys. So the other um forgot to turn off that audio. Yeah, it's really something. I mean, there's not many guys that put on 6 pounds of stage weight and don't sacrifice any conditioning like that. It's pretty fantastic. So good for him, man. I think that John might be in the lead here, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or not. I'm not sure. He's got a lot of really favorable shots, especially from the back. But I mean, you look at a guy like Vlad Suhoruchko, who's unbelievable from the back. His posing execution is super weird. Don't get me wrong. Like the way he gets into poses, it just seems to exaggerate. Like I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. But when he does get in the pose, I mean, he's pretty damn good. He's pretty damn good. So they're down to the top two for the women's bikini, and then we'll be getting into the men's open. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of John DelaRosa. Let me know who you think is taking home the win. I thought it was a really close call. Depending on how you interpret the callouts there, it does seem like John is going to take home the win here, but it's a tough call. Well, it's a very tough call. They did keep John in the center. They moved Jordan around a little bit with Mohammed Fooda. Vlad did stay to the far right of the callouts. They did not move him into the center, even though I think he deserved to get into the center. But it is what it is. We'll see if they move him back in here this afternoon. It's only been about 5 hours since these guys really took the stage. I don't know. I don't know. How many improvements can Vlad really make in that amount of time? Not really sure. Uncertain Through says every competitor has their own strengths, it seems. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Vlad has a lot of size on these guys, especially from the back, a lot of width. I'd say Mohammed Fooda has really good overall balance and not just balance, but flow. I think his flow is really good, but he might be lacking in a little bit of conditioning. Good midsection though. Jordan is just a presence, I feel, and his conditioning is absolutely spot on. He absolutely nailed that conditioning. No question. Nick says DelaRosa for the win, 100%. It's looking that way. It's looking that way. But is this going to be a controversial victory? That's a really good question. I'm kind of leaning towards it might be. Now I'm kind of leaning towards it. I don't know. All right, they just gave out the awards for Bikini, you guys. So we should be getting into some individual routines here shortly, and I'll throw up some screenshots for you guys. But yeah, get into the comments. Make sure you get your vote in on the poll. So far, we got John De La Rosa, 68% of the vote, taking it home. And I think that's what a lot of people wanted to see too. You know, one good question is who's going to be more of a factor at the Olympia if John does indeed win this show? Is Will John be able to defeat Mohammed Fooda at the Olympia, who's already qualified? That's a really good question. And I think it's hard to say. I think it's hard to say. If Mohammed Fooda shows up with that razor sharp conditioning, I think he can defeat John. He's just a little bit off at this show. And his back poses, I don't know what it is about the back poses here, but Muhammad is just not hitting those back poses like I really expected. It's almost like he has an injury or something, but there's no indication of that. I did have somebody in my last video actually say that they thought that Muhammad had a lat injury, but I can't confirm that whatsoever. Like, look at when he hits this back double. Look at when he hits the back double. It just looks, it looks like he's just not quite square. He's not completely straight up and down. It looks like he's favoring one side as opposed to the other. It looks like he's flexing harder on his left side as opposed to the right. That could be a lighting thing. I don't know exactly, but yeah, from the back, he definitely needs some work. I mean, just look at the difference in in the track. It just I don't know. Community guideline says Foda is clearly second. Not sure what the judges see. I think they have him in second as of right now. I think they do have him in second. Randall Royal says Hutchinson's conditioning is great, yet John is showing more detail in the back poses in the upper body. Yeah, he definitely is. John has a great back. He has a great back. Just needs more overall size. But we are getting close here to the men's open finals here, you guys. They got somebody coming out on stage to say a few words as they often do before they actually get to the show here. They got to make a show out of it for the people that are actually there, right? But let me know if there's anybody that you guys want to see in particular. We'll take another look at Jordan Hutchinson here. So, like I said earlier, I saw some really high quality images of Jordan Hutchinson earlier, and man, ridiculous, like ridiculous. The live stream doesn't do him justice, and the live stream is actually really good here. The quality is excellent. You can't complain with that at all. Like they really, really did a good job. Nick says DelaRosa is winning by quite a bit. Okay, okay. I kind of think it's close. I don't think it's a runaway for I don't think it's a runaway for John. I think he's being pushed by some of these bigger guys. Jordan doesn't have the proportions like John is the thing. Like John just has the arms. That's the big thing. That's one thing that Jordan's lacking. He's lacking the arms. Quads are decent. He needs more arms than he does quads. Like look, take a look at John. You take a look at John, and he's got the proportions. Wish he had better arm separation to the front double. but he does have the proportions. Uncertain Through says Hutchinson only lacks in arms, otherwise very balanced across all poses and quads. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some redemption for John. He was second last year. Yeah, this will be redemption. This will be redemption for sure. Skylifter. Appreciate you being here, brother. The more I see John pose, the more that I do think that he's going to take home the win here. The wet chin says great X frame. Yeah, he does have a great X frame. No question. John's like in his 40s, man. This is very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, they still have a couple of guys that are making some announcements here, talking about some history of the show. The Tampa Pro actually has been around for 17 years. 17 years. That's pretty impressive. Check out Mohammed Fooda again here. I feel like a lot of people were less than impressed with Mohammed Fooda at this show. I don't know exactly. Well, actually, I gotta say it's got to be conditioning. I think a lot of it is conditioning. Yeah, Nick says John is complete, such a great bodybuilder, especially at his age. Yeah, he is. He's great. Uncertain Through says in the lineup, John was between two tall dudes, made him look smaller, but I don't know if that'll affect it. I think it might. Here, let's take a look at that first call out again. So you can see right there, John is obviously the shorter guy here, but if you really look, especially through the quads here, like he's not getting outsized really, despite being the shorter guy. Like John is not just holding his own, against these taller guys because they don't necessarily look bigger. They don't look wider necessarily. Vlad Suhoruchko does, but I think Vlad had some serious problems with presentation tonight. Like when he came out for his original routine at the very start, he was like at the minute mark and he was barely getting into his front poses, like the side tricep, abs and thigh stuff like that. He just took way too long in the transitions. And you can see here, like even some of his posing, it just looks awkward. It just looks awkward. Uncertain Through asks, how much do you think background and lighting affect photos look? How much do I think it affects his look? I think I don't think it does. I don't think it takes away from him any less than it does anybody else. These guys are all very similar in color. Actually everybody's tan is either pretty good or they all really are very close to the same color of tan. So no, I don't think that it necessarily takes away the background or the lighting. I really hate when like promoters put in, if you're putting in any kind of yellow or red or brown, I mean, you're doing a huge disservice to the athletes. I mean, you're making them camouflage. The Toronto Pro is the worst, the worst. So I do think that that affects all of them, but the lighting really doesn't look that bad. The background is not the best in my opinion, but the lighting not bad. At least they took the LED screens and they placed them off to the side. The Wetchin, is this only Jordan's second year as a pro? I believe so. I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Pretty sure, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, pretty impressive. Jordan is really going to be a force here. and just a nice guy too, man. Honestly, just a nice guy. He actually shared my post for the video that I made just before um just this morning actually. Yeah, we're still just waiting for there's a couple of guys still on stage that are giving some information before we actually move into the men's open as often as that does happen. But it's coming here in the next few minutes, you guys. There's not going to be any delay here. Let me know how you guys feel about this too. I started this live stream a little bit closer to the men's open actually taking the stage as opposed to like when they first go live and then everybody didn't have to sit through the women's division. Let me know what you guys think about that. Or would you rather if we started, earlier so that everybody can chat about it and get caught up on some of the prejudging or anything like that? I'd really like to know. Excuse me. Kevin Henry, what's going on, brother? He says, I see John's balance and structure being a big factor in this win. Even his weaknesses are not that much of a gap in comparison to the others' weaknesses. I see John, Jordan, and Mo. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I really do. I think I think it'd be a big feather in Jordan's cap to beat an already qualified Olympian. Yeah, did you see what Vlad just did there? Look, let me go back. Look at the huge exaggeration that Vlad has to do getting into this pose. Look, he just leans so far for it just I mean the guy's wide as a host, don't get me wrong, but man, it just I don't know. Like, am I the only one seeing this? I don't know, man. It just looks weird to me. Anyway, um Davey Mai says John and Vlad's back are dominant in the comparisons. Jordan's back isn't bad. It's not bad. He needs more overall development, but he's got, really low lat insertions, which is a really good thing. You can see it's all there. He needs more hamstrings, glutes, just more size overall. But yeah, Jordan's on his way. He's on his way, especially for a tall guy. You got to fill out that frame. Uncertain Through asks, "What were you able to follow along while away?" Yeah, yeah, for the most part, I was. Yeah. Um, Internet was kind of limited up in the Arctic. Like they had notices posted all around the camp. Like you weren't really allowed to stream on YouTube or FaceTime anybody or whatever like that. You know, but it was definitely limited. I mean, internet is expensive as hell up there. Really expensive in the Arctic. So again, you guys, it should only be another couple of minutes here. Like, there's no other divisions coming up. There's really just these last few announcements that they're going to make before they bring out the men's open. So as soon as that comes through, I'll get some screenshots for you guys, and we'll take it from there. Again, get into the poll, you guys. So far, we've got 63% saying John DelaRosa is taking home the win here. Next is 26% of Mohammed Fooda. So that's a pretty big spread. That's a pretty big spread. Pretty much everybody has John winning this show. I don't know. I think it's a little bit closer. I think it's a little bit closer. But again, get into the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. All right. So they're bringing out the men's open, you guys. They're bringing them out. Here we go. Finally. I shouldn't even say that. This show was actually pretty. It was actually pretty short to get to the men's open as compared to other shows. This one only had the four divisions on this night, so that was pretty good. Uncertain Through says when guys get big like that, they lose most rotation in the shoulder unless they work on it. Shame because better posing would be great for him. Well, for Vlad, you must mean his shoulders kind of. I don't know, man. Like Vlad's shoulders, if they weren't, if they didn't have like a bit of definition in there, I would think they're probably more sus than anything else. But they do look disproportionately big. All right, they're just bringing out everybody outside of the top 10. Okay, so Christian Caldwell out of the top 10. Davey Mize, I think it's a key thing to mention that John's wife puts on his tan with a roller. He said on his YouTube channel that he's a big believer in that over a spray tan. Okay, must be better coverage. Must be overall better coverage. I know that a lot of guys do have trouble with the spray tan. Wonder how many times they actually did have to roll on the tan. Dorian Haywood outside of the top 10, you guys. Dorian Haywood did not make the top 10. Charlie Jung also outside of the top 10. This was a pretty big lineup. I'm really hoping that Eric Wood made the top 10. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure that Eric did. As soon as that guy puts it together, man, he's going to be a force. Like, he's going to be a serious force. Yeah, I didn't know about I didn't know that John did that either. That's pretty cool. On to win outside of the top 10, unfortunately. That guy's been on the grind too, man. Oh, Nate Spears outside the top 10. No way. I don't think Nate came in as hard as he could have. I think conditioning wise, Nate has been better in the past. That's too bad. I really like Nate. Mariusz Tomzuk is outside of the top 10 as well. Okay. Okay. That's another guy that's been grinding away for years, man. Years. Skylifter says, I believe that the judges have seen the same defects that you've seen in Fooda and Vlad. Yeah, I think so. I think they're blatantly obvious, personally. Okay. They're getting into the top 10. All right, they're bringing out Lewis Breed first, you guys. Lewis Breed is probably, between him and Vlad, those are the two biggest guys in the show. Lewis Breed is huge, man. Huge. See how he's looking? I think he looks as good as he did at prejudging. Man, his conditioning is wicked. Fantastic conditioning. Patrick, 1985. Fooda's back is terrible. This bad as F. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think he's having a posing issue. Yeah, Tim Budasheim did get pushed back. Yeah. Yeah, the last for Mo Fooda, he's there. He's got to do something there. I don't know. He's got a lot of work to do. I think maybe he's got an injury. I'm not sure. I'm surprised Lewis Breed. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I was hoping that he was going to make that first call out. Or sorry, that top four call out. But it's the midsection that's really holding them back. It's really holding them back. Let me bring up a shot of Lewis Breed for you guys. And this is a guy that took fourth, at the Texas Pro. If you guys caught my previous video, he took fourth at the Texas Pro behind Hunter Labrada, Andrew Jacked, and Carlos Thomas Jr. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'll bring up a shot here. I think we'll add another image. Well, there's Tim Budesheim. I'll get a shot at Tim as well. Yeah, Patrick, you're right. In the front lat, you really do see it. Like it's really something that affects him. You can see he's just completely off balance. Tim Budesheim is on his sixth show this year. Sixth. And I think it's just starting to catch up to him. Like his conditioning's not bad, but he is definitely lacking. It's the midsection. But he looks like he's still enjoying himself. I'll give him that. I think the vascularity for Tim is actually still really good. And he does still have, I mean, I don't know. He just looks like he lost a bit of pop, you know? Let me bring up an image of Tim here for you guys. Sorry, Lewis. Yeah, let's take a look here. There's Tim there. So it's not that he's, you know, out of, like, his conditioning is not bad. I just think that midsection's really blown out here. Yeah, I think it really does just come down to a lot of the midsection. Alfonso Cremati up next, made the top 10. I'm not really familiar with this guy, actually. Good conditioning. But yeah, that's Tim for you. What do you guys think? Were you guys expecting Tim to play a little bit higher here? I was expecting a little more. I was expecting Tim to play. It's too bad. Alfonso's not bad either. Like I said, a lot of really good conditioning in this show. You can say that with you know a decent amount of certainty. Yeah, he's good. Needs more legs. Needs more. He needs more quads. But he's not bad. No, I'll bring up an image here. Poor Tim. I think Tim should probably hang it up for the rest of the season. To be honest, I think enough is enough. There's Alfonso there. Like I said, good conditioning, man, but you know, it's not enough. Needs more size. Same thing. Needs more arms. Needs more quads. He's shredded. Just got to watch that midsection control too. But yeah, this is coming at you guys live. This is happening right now. Who's next? All right, they're bringing out John DelaRosa, you guys. They're bringing him out. So Uncertain Through says, I thought Team to place higher. Its midsection has always been wide. I think the judging varies from show to show. Yeah, it does. I mean, look at Robin Strand. He took third in, what was it, third in Toronto and then like last, or third in Vancouver and last in Chicago. Now, as for John, I think John is a little sharper. If there was any water left on John's physique, I think it's gone. I'll get a front shot and I'll get a back shot. Man, that back is fantastic. All right, let me bring up a couple shots of John here for you guys. His side chest is dynamite, man. Dynamite. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You see shots like this, and you really do understand why he's, expected to take home the win here. Let's check it out. Where'd it go? There it is. You know, really good, man. Now they're bringing on Mohammed Fooda. Wicked back shot. See if Mohammed made any improvements. Uh, I don't think this is over, you guys. um, Muhammad looks improved. Give me a second here, but I don't I don't think this is over. He's a little shaky in his posing. He's more confident in taking his back poses than he was. He's definitely better at finals. Uh, Anduin. Anduin looked okay. He didn't end up making the top 10. Muhammad's really he's not going extremely smooth through his poses, but he is holding them for a good amount of time. I will say that. Not bad. Let me bring up a couple shots here. I don't know what you guys are going to think about this. Honestly, let me bring up some shots. He's definitely better. Let's see. Yeah, check this out. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing here, but okay, Jordan Hutchinson's coming up next here, but take a look at Muhammad from the front, and take a look at the back shot. It's not much better. Oh shit, Jordan is sharper. Jordan is way sharper. Holy shit! Hold on, I got another shot of Muhammad here, so you guys can see the twisting three-quarter back. Like he does look better. Jordan is massively improved, though. Wow. Wow. If there was just same thing as John, if there was anything left when it came to water, that is gone, you guys. Completely gone. Holy shit. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. But yeah, Muhammad looks much improved. Jesus, man, Jordan came to do battle though. Let me tell you, Jordan came here to do battle. Man, I got to get this shot up. Good God. This is this is really something. Man, uncertain through. I don't know if this makes sense, but I think bodybuilding judges are kind of like Supreme Court judges. They try to use their decisions to create a precedent. Big example, Phil Heath. Yeah, it's the politics in bodybuilding has been long understood, you know, and expected. It's unfortunate, but it is expected. Here's Jordan. Man, I am impressed by this. Wow, very impressed. Huh. Check this out. I don't think he was completely in the pose there. Let me see what else I got. I think there was a back shot here. Yeah. That's pretty damn respectable, you guys. That is a pretty damn respectable back double bicep. Like, it's not over. It's not over. Um, Loho, I didn't hear about Greg Valentino getting his gallbladder removed. No, no. No, I didn't know. Shit, I hope he's all right. Davey Mize, I congratulate Tim on a great season for competing so much and coming in so consistent every time. Love to see pro bodybuilders competing so much and doing the business of pro bodybuilding. Good luck. Yeah, man. You know, I'm glad that I'm glad that he's been doing it. I'm glad that he's been doing it. I do think it's time for a rest, though. Can bring up another shot of Jordan here. This really was pretty damn impressive. Yeah, this show is not over. Not even close. Red Loop. Red Loop in the chat. What's going on, brother? Big Ken, miss you, pal. I'm just tuning in. We'll watch your Antoine video later this evening. Right on, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Red Loop, ladies and gentlemen. Sarhan. Actually, he looked pretty good. I was pretty impressed with Sarhan. I thought he was going to be a dark horse for that first call out. Stream quality is exceptional. Do you mean mine or do you mean the actual live stream? The live stream I will say is really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, Sarhan did well, man. Davey Mize, EP, did you get your workout in today? I got my second chest and bicep workout of the weekend today and got a great pump. Actually, yeah, I got my second arm workout of the weekend today. Yeah, I did that after I did my video this morning. I went and I did arms for an hour in my gym, and actually they started the show while I was just finishing biceps. So yeah, man, I got mine in. Yeah, I got mine in. That's awesome that you got second chest and bicep workout in for the week. That's great, man. That's awesome. Sarhan actually is pretty good, man. I think this guy, I don't know. I don't know. Let me bring up a shot. See what you guys think. They're kind of favoring an angle with him a little bit, but check this out. Sarhan. He's actually pretty impressive, right? No, background is too busy. Yeah, the background is too busy again. Oh, they're bringing over Vlad Suhoruchko. Here we go. Let's see how Vlad looks. Here's a guy that eh, I don't know what else he could possibly do to improve. Looks a little drier, maybe. That midsection really, really takes him down a couple notches, man. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with Vlad. He does like how some guys will do like a back lat spread where they'll kind of inch out one arm and inch out another and then open up and open up. Well, he does that in the front lat spread, and it just looks weird. It doesn't do him. It doesn't serve him any. It's just not. It's not good. I don't know. He's taken way too long to get into poses. Like, come on, man, get into the pose. He's got an odd way of hitting that back double. Yeah, I think he could do a lot better on just in the posing department in general. I don't know. I'll bring up a shot here. Like his conditioning is good. Don't get me wrong. Just I don't I don't like the way that he goes in and out of poses. I just don't. Who's in first place? I think John DelaRosa is as of right now. Fucking Vlad. Did I just say that? Yeah, look, I got a side chest here of Vlad. I got a couple of shots. Like the guy's good. Just I mean, he took second last weekend, right? There's no doubt that he's good. Just he's got a lot to learn when it comes to posing execution. Where's his side chest? Here, look. Like, look, that's respectable, man. Very. But he can hide that midsection in the side shots. It's a big thing that saves him. Uh, Uncertain through. What's your split chest and biceps? I usually do chest and back. Eric Wood made the top 10. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hope he makes the top 6. Skylifter said Vlad had all but yes a lot of posing problems, and this time a bit bigger waist, sadly. Yeah, I think he did have a little bit more of a blown out waist. I think Eric looks as good as he did at prejudging. No, I don't think that he's any better necessarily. But man, this guy just screams potential to me. I mean, he's got one of the best structures in open bodybuilding. If he really puts it together. But yeah, again, just that lower body, like in the back shots, it's too bad. Because he's really good everywhere else. Yeah, so EP, there's a dude streaming your live stream. Who the fuck is streaming my live stream? Son of a bitch. Who's someone's re-streaming my live stream? Am I that popular? All right, they're bringing out the top 10, you guys. They're bringing out the top 10. Okay, let's see who we got. First call out. And Trenador is his channel name. That son of a bitch. Must be Mark's Max Muscle. Mark could stream mine all he wants. I don't care if Mark streams mine. Go for it. And Trenador. Hey, and Trenador, if this is on your stream, fuck off. That's bullshit. You can't be streaming my stream. Get your own stream. Get your own screenshots. Get your own setup. And Trenador. I'm going to be looking for that motherfucker. All right. Anyway, we got the first call out here. Sarhan did make the first call out here. Then we've got Jordan Hutchinson. Mohammed Fooda is in the center. John DelaRosa right next to him. Then we got Vlad Suhoruchko. And is that Dorian Haywood? No, Dorian didn't make the top 10. And Lewis Breed. Okay. Well, let me bring up one of these shots for you guys. I don't want to miss the back double, though. I'll get the back double. Because that's kind of a sticking point for Mohammed Fooda. Fuck you and Trenador. Everybody's got to take a step. Man, everybody's really had to spread out for this back double. Like, I know these guys are big, but man. Thanks for letting me know, Red Loop. Report that guy. All right, there we go. Yeah, Fooda must have an injury. He has to. I'm going to go on this bastard's page here in a second, too. Let's see. All right, where's the front double? This is your first call out, you guys. Here's your first call out. Like I said, you've got Sarhan. From left to right, Sarhan, Jordan Hutchinson, Mohammed Fooda, John DelaRosa, Vlad Suhoruchko, and Breed. All right, here we go. Yeah, everybody's always all over the place for that. Hi, puppy. All right, they're bringing out the second colo now. Let me bring up a couple more shots here. Front double. I'd probably give the front double to man, I don't know. Mohammed Foda's pretty good in that shot. He's got good arms. Front lat spread. Yeah, I agree. I think Foda does take the front double. Front lat spread, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Maybe Jordan even. I think Muhammad did correct his front lat spread a little bit. But even Sarhan's really good in that front lat spread. Yeah, okay. Foda for the front lat. Okay. 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 Side chest. That's pretty respectable as well. I really like John DelaRosa in that side chest. I don't know. Jordan's really good in the side chest too, though. He's got like good detail in that side chest, but so does Vlad Suhoruchko. I don't know. I'm not sure. Second collar was just out now, you guys. Tim Budesheim is in the center. You've got Alfonso off to the far left. Eric Wood is on the far right. Oh, they're taking them off now. I'd imagine that they'll do one more call out for the top four. Uh, Here's the back double. I don't know what you guys think of that back double. I'd say John. I would say John. All right, they're just getting out the top four, which is exactly what we had at prejudging. You've got Vlad Suhoruchko, Mohammed Fooda, you've got John DelaRosa, and Jordan Hutchinson, in that order from left to right. And they're keeping them in that position. So Mohammed Fooda is staying right in the middle next to John DelaRosa. I think John does take the back double as well. But man, these shots are close. I don't know if John's losing a little bit of polish as these things continue on or what. I don't know. I was leaning toward John for that side chest, but I'm not sure now. You guys will see what I mean here in a second. Back double. You got to give that back double to John, man. Yeah, Foda might have an injury. He just might. Well, his back lat spread looks better there than it has. Give him that, but I don't know. What's this one? All right, most muscular. Now they're going to go through a second call out here. Or sorry, second round opposing. Are they going to move anybody? Nope. They're keeping everybody right where they're at. Okay. They're not moving anybody around at all. Let me bring up some shots of the top four. Here we go. Top four. Top four. Nah, I don't think John's losing anything. I think John is still right where he should be. Okay, what image is this? BB1. Okay. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. I will get this for you. Live streams. There we go. Okay, all is right with the world. Top four. And they're just moving into the pose down. Just moving into the pose down now. Okay. This is your top four here. This is the final shot, you guys. Front double? I'd give it to Mohammed. Last chance to get into the poll, you guys. So far, we got John DelaRosa, 59%. Mohammed Fooda moved up a little bit with 33%. Let me bring up a back double. Or front lat spread, rather. I'd probably give this front lat spread to Mohammed Fooda. As much as he might have that injury, I think that he's got the best taper here. He's the widest across the shoulders, it seems. Although Jordan is really good too. Just he's like you see how he's outside of the really good lighting. It's too bad. AJ Sims in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, AJ? How you doing, man? John needs to continue working on his stomach control a bit more. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. You think that's something that comes with age? Is it less control of his stomach or just the fact that he's getting into his 40s here? Could be a combination of both. Side chest is really good for all these guys. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, AJ. Appreciate you, man. Go subscribe to AJ Sims, everybody. AJ does some fantastic videos on YouTube as well. Absolutely fantastic. Did Beatty Farrell win his pro card? I don't know actually. I'm not sure. So guys, they just finished the pose down, and they're giving away the awards for the fitness division. So we're going to find out who the winner is very shortly here. Sandor says, I like photo structure more, could become a top contender. I think he does have better structure, and he's a younger guy too, so he's still working his way up. Yeah, he's still working his way up. AJ Sims says here, breathing through diaphragm better gets very tough if electrolytes are severely imbalanced or food isn't digesting well. And you know what? That could be the case. Yeah, that absolutely could be the case here. I don't know what he would have done between prejudging and the finals here. I'll have to go back and look at the prejudging, see if I noticed his midsection as much. Thank you, my friend, and great breakdown of the show. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as always, sir. As always. Check out the back double. So John just jumps out at you here with the overall shape, the detail, the depth. I think the back shot is John's pose. Jose Sardway, John takes only two back poses. Fota takes the rest. I definitely think that John does take the two back poses. Let's look at the back lat spread. I actually like Vlad Suhoruchko the most in the back lat spread. I think Vlad actually takes it. Rude Boy says Vlad looks great with the side chest. Yeah, actually, Vlad does have a really good side chest too. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But he's got a great back lat spread. Muhammad, I don't know what is the deal with Muhammad in these back shots, but he just looks imbalanced. He looks injured. I won't be surprised one bit if he comes out and says that he actually had an injury at this show. Will not surprise me one bit. But Vlad, I think, takes the back lat spread. I will give Vlad Suhoruchko the back lat spread all day. All day. Conditioning is good. The width, the depth. I mean, just incredible, man. Jordan's got a lot of width too, but the detail is what Jordan needs to work on there. Even though he's shredded through the lower body, like He's got the glutes, he's got the hamstrings. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I give it to Vlad. Let's see, side tricep. So a lot of this is execution, in my opinion. I don't think that Vlad, John, or Jordan are hitting a fantastic side tricep. Now, Muhammad is turning a little bit more to the front, but I still think overall he has the best side tricep. I mean, his tricep is really good too. I think I would probably give the side tricep to Mohammed Fooda. So I did go on record to say that I thought Muhammad was going to win this show going into it. We'll see if that ends up happening. But it's not going to be. I mean, it's not a runaway for anybody here. It's not a runaway for John. If Muhammad does win it, definitely not a runaway for him. Loho says John in the side try. Okay, okay. I kind of like Muhammad. I think his arm looks more impressive. I think just his chest looks better. I just think he's doing a better execution overall. Abs and thigh. What do you guys think? No, they're bringing out Tim Gardner before they give away the final awards. I don't know about this one. I think John probably has the most detail through the midsection here. Foda's back reminds me of Akeem Williams. Yeah, Akeem at least. Yeah, it's the high lat insertions is what you're talking about there, and I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But Akeem has good balance from side to side, as opposed to Muhammad in this show. There's something happening there. I don't know what it is. I'd have to go back and look at the Chicago Pro again. It didn't stand out to me as much as it does here. You guys let me know if you guys noticed it between Chicago and here. Loho says John can execute it better. Eh, he's not though. He didn't execute it better. But for this abs and thigh, I don't know. I really like Jordan here too. I really like Jordan here. But when it comes to overall ab detail, I'd probably go with John. The quad detail. I think John has it here. No, they got Dan Solomon out on stage there at the Tampa. Dan Solomon's been to all 17 Tampa Pro shows. Very good. Yeah, very good. All right, let's bring up the last shot. Most muscular. My favorite shot. What do you guys think? I wish Jordan would do a I wish Jordan would do a hands clasp most muscular. I think it would serve him better. I think it would serve him better. It makes his arms look smaller by doing the two hands on hip. Look at Vlad, looks huge, man. I think if you've got arms that need to come up, then you got to stay away from that crab. Well, not just the crab, but the hands on hip. I think you got to stay away from it. That's my opinion. You guys, let me know what you think. The poll is starting to inch his way toward Mohammed Fooda just a little bit, just a little bit, not much. John DelaRosa is still sitting at 57%, Muhammad at 34%. Yeah, I like Mohammed Fooda in the crab. Not a lot of guys can pull off the crab most muscular, but Muhammad's got the arms. He can do it. He got it. I'd probably give him the most muscular. All right, that's great, Dan. We're waiting for the finals. Like, let's get the awards on the go. Foda has a Phil Heath-ish most muscular. Oh, that's a statement. Yeah, that's a serious statement, brother. I have to ask Max Muscle to do a comparison when it comes to that. That's a tough one to say. Yeah, that's a tough one to say. But this is it, you guys. I mean, if you really add them up, I mean, who is it that's going to take it? Who's going to take it? I mean, the front double, I'd probably give that to Mohammed Fooda. The front lat spread, I think you could give that to Muhammad as well. The side chest, Vlad Suhoruchko's actually got a fantastic side chest. I might give it to him, but after him, between John and Muhammad, I don't know. I'd probably go with John. That's where I was leaning earlier. Back double, that's John DelaRosa all day. Back lat spread, Vlad Suhoruchko all day, as far as I'm concerned. Um, Side tricep, I'd give to Muhammad just based on execution. Abs and thigh, you could toss that up between Muhammad and John. I'd probably lean more toward John based on the quad definition, and the most muscular I'd give to Muhammad. So I do have Muhammad winning. I've got Muhammad winning this show, even though his back shots are so bad in this show. I There must be an injury happening. Yeah, fix the back and Foda can go far. Yeah, let's take a look at that back double again. Yeah, for Muhammad, I mean that's a mess. That's a mess. He's got to have an injury. He must. That's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, shout out to Kareth Bajo. Kareth Bajo actually gave me this T-shirt. Um, Shout out to Kareth, man, who's going to the Olympia, won the Atlanta. I got to get Kareth back on the show. He reached out to me recently, actually. I'll get him back on the podcast. So I don't know if you guys are watching live as well, but they've got a mix of the background video and Dan Solomon speaking, and the background video is completely overtaking what Dan is saying. Um, I didn't catch anything of what he said. Wouldn't really call it a mess, but he can definitely improve. Uh, we can definitely agree on that. He can definitely improve. Fuda nerve damage. Nah, I don't know about nerve damage. I just think he might have an injury. I think he just is injured. I don't think that he's got nerve damage. Look at Vlad in that back lat spread though. I mean, you're not beating that. That's the best back lat spread of the show, no question. Jordan is actually really good in the back lat spread too. I might even put Jordan over John. Actually, I think I would. Oh, cool. They're giving out an award to Ronnie Coleman, Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay. Hey, Ronnie Coleman's coming out. That's cool. Ronnie's still on them crutches, man. DK, 7:56 a.m. Morning, lads. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Man, that's cool. They got Ronnie Coleman out there. Hey, what's up, Rich? Rich B, ladies and gentlemen. What up, bro? Yeah, John is probably going to win based on muscle maturity and a better back. Foda second with crazy aesthetics, just needs better condition. Yeah. You know what? I'm still leaning towards Muhammad. I'm still leaning towards him. The back shots definitely, like, I think John takes the back double for sure. I don't think that that he takes the back lat spread. I think Vlad takes that, and I think Jordan's right behind him. We'll see who's right, bro. We'll see. I'm gonna give it to Muhammad as of right now. Red Loop says it seems like the phrase nerve damage is thrown around way too loosely. Yeah, ever since who was it? Nick Trigili. Ever since Nick Trigili started saying that Ian Valier had nerve damage, um, that stuff's been thrown around like it spreads like wildfire when everybody says nerve damage now. I I mean, it was Big Ramy that everybody said had nerve damage as well. Yeah, see, Rude Boy, nerve damage on the scapula photo. I don't think it's a nerve damage thing, you guys. I think he's just injured. I think it's just an injury. Yeah, you're right, Rich. It is a shame to see Ronnie like that, but I don't know if many people know this. Anybody that follows Ronnie Coleman, he was actually asked once if he had any regrets in his career as a bodybuilder, as a weightlifter, anything like that. And you guys are probably familiar with his 800-pound squat where he did 2 reps. Ronnie actually said that his one regret is that he knew that he had 5 reps in him and he racked it after two. So Ronnie's only regret in his entire career is that he didn't go for the 5 reps when he knew that he had it in the tank. He racked it at two. Fucking legend. What a legend, man. Absolute legend. Rich B says, yeah, I'd like to see Photo winning, especially John's midsection is washed out. Let's look at the abs and thigh again. Yeah, let's see the abs and thigh. Background way too bright? Yeah, it is way too bright. I appreciate you too, Rich. Thanks for being here, man. I don't know. What do you think? Who takes the abs and thigh? I'm not really sure. I might go with I might go with Muhammad. Well, see, John's got that quad detail, you know? Muhammad doesn't look like he had. Maybe it's just the way he's posing it. Maybe it's just where I had the screen capture. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the background is second worst to the Toronto Pro. Hey, the bread and cheese man, what's up, brother? Photo structure is so dominant, but he just needs that maturity. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it comes down to. Is that's what he needs. You're right. We can this back seems to be a real point of contention. Let's look at the back double again. Let's see. Meant to look up this Intrenador motherfucker too. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, what else do you guys have to say here? Come on, stream. There we go. John takes it for me because of the legs. Yeah, I think in the abs and thigh, you could give it to John. Kevin Henry said, see John the Mo who improved since John then Mo who improved since prejudging, I think. His backside needs a lot of refinement. Jordan third and seems to lose pop as Mo improved. Vlad fourth. I never really thought who was going to be ahead between Jordan and Vlad. I think that Vlad might end up taking third here, actually. I don't know. Jordan was moved more towards the center though in the prejudging, so I think Jordan actually did defeat Vlad in the prejudging. The bread and cheese man says Foda does have scoliosis. You can see it in the back shots. You think so? Scoliosis? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Ronnie is still giving his acceptance speech here, you guys, and we will let Ronnie Coleman take as much time as he wants. We will not be shooing Ronnie Coleman off stage. He will take whatever amount of time that he wants on any bodybuilding stage anywhere in the world, and we will happily listen. All right, that's enough. Get off the stage, Ronnie. No, he gets his time. Let's take a look at the back lat spread again, just because we can. Or if you guys want to see a shot, let me know. Just call it out. Rich B says Foda abs and thigh front double of John's. His abs are washed out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And that's part of why I have Foda beating John right now. But like I said, it's a tight race, man. It is a tight race. Johnny a Sponge says John's abs are better. And you could consider that. Yeah, you could consider it. Daniel Marquez, beer lover and bodybuilder. Nice handle, bro. John gets abs and thighs. His taper is the best. And that's why this is such a tough call. That's why this is such a tough call. Rich B, bro, who do you got in Italy? Hunter probably, in my opinion, but wish Rubio would bring that condition. He's a true freak. Yeah, you gotta go with Hunter. You know, you gotta go with Hunter. It's gonna be his show. Rubio's got, I don't know, he's got a lot of things that need to be worked out. Not just physique wise. Physique wise, he doesn't have that many things, but it seems like he's got to get his professional affairs in order outside of the stage. I think is really affecting him. I actually, when I first made a video, it was 8 weeks ago actually when I made a video on Rubiel when he was first talking about. I had a subscriber send me the Spanish interview that he did with Jose Espin, and where they were talking about how he was being forced by his sponsors to not compete at that point, or sorry, to compete at that point. And I'll bring up the most muscular. Uh, Bread and cheese man wants it, so let's get her going. Yeah, I made that video, and Rubiel actually spoke about Chris Cormier as well in that video, and about how he was just kind of his trainer, and really that was it. Chris Cormier actually reached out to me, and he said, "Bro, we got to talk." And he gave me his number. I had like a 45-minute phone conversation with him, and he explained everything to me. Everything. All the things that he tried to do for Rubiel, and just didn't really have it reciprocated. Seemed like Rubiel was a little bit unappreciative, but I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, he's not bringing it to the stage, and that's really what matters to me. But yeah, that was an interesting conversation to have Chris Cormier reach out to me and say, "Bro, we got to chat." He laid it all down, man. He did. He laid it all down. Anyway, Kevin Henry, the goat might be a while. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how long Ronnie Coleman takes. We'll keep going through shots. No, I like Foda in this shot. I think he takes it. Rude Boy says, Photo's physique soft due to not having multiple shows under his belt, but the dude is very good. Yeah, he's just young. And he's being coached by Boss of Outlaw, too, you know? So it's only a matter of time. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Loho says, EPD, remember Pavel Jablonicki from the beginning 2000s? I can't say I do. Maybe, maybe if I was to see him, I'm sure I would know. No, I'm not sure. Yeah. So, like I said, most muscular. I'd probably give it to. I would give it to Muhammad here. Skylifter says Foda has no fat in the lower back and the back lat spread. Good job over the others. Let's take a look. There's a compliment to Mohammed Fooda in a back shot. So let's see it. Yeah, it's pretty thin skin. You're right. Yeah, yeah, it is pretty thin skin. Out of the four, Fooda wins the most poses out of the four. Fooda for the win. That's pretty much where I'm at. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. Should have had the Chris Cormier conversation as a video. Yeah, I actually did want to do a video with him on it, but man, just diving got busy, and diving makes more money than YouTube videos, you know. So it just didn't end up happening. He travels so much too, man. That's a hard guy to lock down. That's a hard guy to lock down. I should reach out to him again though, and see about getting him back on. Yeah, he'd probably do it. Anyway, they gave Ronnie his award here. Congratulations, Ronnie Coleman, Lifetime Achievement Award. And you guys, he is still doing a lot for bodybuilding. He's got millions of followers on his YouTube channel. You know, he's playing the game. He's got his supplement line. Like, man, he's still doing it, man. You know, he's still doing it. And the guy just loves to lift. Number one bodybuilder to ever grace the stage, Ronnie Coleman, no question. Anyway, yeah, I can see what you mean about the lower back for Muhammad here, but I mean, that's not enough to save him. Uh, I think they just said that they're going to get the top two back out on stage. No, top 10, not top two. They should be coming out here in a second. We are going to have the announcement of the finals here very shortly. Last chance to get into the poll, you guys. Still got 56% for John DelaRosa, 34% for Mohammed Fooda. Shout it out, you guys. First, second, third, fourth. Let's hear it. Fifth, I think, is going to be Lewis Breed. I think fifth is going to be comfortably Lewis Breed. I feel like they try to draw the shows out way too much, you guys. Do you guys find that? It just seems like they're always trying to draw this out. I mean, look, they giving out awards and speeches and stuff like that. I don't disagree with that. I don't. But it seems like they're trying to make more of a production out of something where there's not a lot that you can really put in the middle of this once the finals are done, the judging is done, you do the pose down, like it's time, let's get the awards. All right, they brought out the top 10. Here we are. Bread and Cheese Man says, who do you got? Photo, John, Vlad, Jordan. Okay, I'm with you. Yep, I'm with you. Sixth place. Sarhan takes sixth. Like I said, this guy was good, man. I kind of had him as a dark horse going into this once I saw some updates there this morning. I think Sarhan's good. Good for him. Fifth place. Lewis Breed takes fifth, as I predicted. Very good. Yeah, that's a deserving fifth place. Fourth place, Vlad takes fourth place. Okay. Vlad took fourth. Okay, well, there you go, man. Jordan must have edged him out something fierce in some of those shots. He just got the better structure, I guess. Jordan takes third. Yeah. Hey, good for him, man. Good for him. That's a good placing for Jordan. All right, they're bringing out John and they're bringing out Muhammad. I'm starting to question myself now, but I am going to stick with Muhammad. I see you, rude boy. I'll get to your question here, man. Just give me a second. Well, Muhammad's already heading to the Olympia, but yeah. Ah, they might give it to John. Who's it going to be? Ooh, John DelaRosa takes the win. We have John DelaRosa heading to the Olympia, you guys. They gave John the win. Well, John earned the win. Don't get me wrong. I do think that John earned it. John DelaRosa, your winner. Man, good for him. Muhammad looks a little bit disappointed. And I think that's pretty understandable. Yeah, Mark Lou says John got this. They need him to go to the Olympia. It's all business. Sometimes that does happen. Hey, Davey Addict, what's going on, brother? Were you here the whole time? You probably were. Good for John. Yeah, good for John. I'm not upset by that. Not at all. I think John deserved it. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Yeah, let me bring up a shot here. Let me bring up a shot of your top five. Hope he knows her. It's his wife. Come on. Oh, you just got here for cardio. Good for you, brother. You got a show coming up too. Davey Addict is about 2.5 weeks out from attempting to win his pro card. You guys, show him some love. That's not a great shot, is it? Yeah, John's been grinding it out for a while, man. And there's your top six. Yep, congratulations to John is right, man. Davey, you deserve it, man. You've been grinding. You've been grinding your ass off. You deserve the shout out. And like I said, man, if you do win your pro card, I will 100% Make sure that I feature you in a video. You'll definitely get your shout out, man. No question. No question. Keep sending me your shots on Instagram too, man. So there you go. John DelaRosa is your winner of the 2024 Tampa Pro. Anybody strongly disagree? Anybody out there strongly disagree with this placing? I'd like to know. Yeah, Nick, you did call it, man. You called it. Kevin Henry says, I figured John would win. Definitely deserved it. He was just a step up, especially from the gap from prejudging. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. You know, he did more than enough to deserve the win here. Davey Mize says Jordan has great shape and symmetry as a big guy. He just needs more to add to his big frame, and then he will be trouble for everybody. Yeah, if Jordan was a bigger guy here, you know, if he had even bigger arms, a little bit more quad sweep, he'd be your winner. Yeah, he'd be your winner for sure. I did have a question here from Rude Boy. Hunter's going to thrash Italy. Besides, I think Hunter definitely in the top five at the Olympia. Um, I think Hunter's going to win Italy. I don't think that Hunter's going to take top five at the Olympia. No, can't see it. I just can't see it. Well, there you have it, you guys. That is your 2024 Tampa Pro. John DelaRosa is your winner after taking second place last year. Let's give a shot to the champ here. This is your winner. Kevin Henry says, give Mo a bit of time and he could be a top five at the Olympia. He has a big future. I think that's possible. Yep, I really do. I think that he could be, I think he could be a top guy at the Olympia someday. He has the structure, but he needs to gain the back. Once he gets a back and a little bit more overall size, yeah, man. More quad sweep, I think, too. But yeah, like I said, really great structure, and we're going to see that rematch at the Olympia. You know, we are going to see that rematch at the Olympia. So congratulations to John DelaRosa taking the win. Like I said, definitely a deserved victory. John deserved it. So it seems like taking the time off from the shows and taking those number of weeks to really put on that quality size did work. You will not see many guys in their 40s that are able to pull that off, you guys. Most definitely, you won't see that very often. So good for him. Hunter's going to shock some people in Italy. Yeah, I think Hunter's going to. I think he's going to win it hands down. Who do you not see Hunter beating out for the top five? Well, I don't think he's going to beat Hottie, Derek, obviously. I don't think he's going to beat Sampson. I don't think that he's going to beat Nick. I don't think that he's going to beat Andrew Jacked. Um, who else is going to be in there this year? I mean, even if you put him in sixth, that's still outside the top five. I'm probably forgetting some. Well, I'm definitely forgetting some people. Davey Addict says, I 100% believe Hunter is better than Nick, but I think Andrew is going to make improvements in the back. I think Andrew's bigger overall. Yeah, I think Andrew is way bigger overall. You know, Brandon Curry, if he ends up in there, I think that he'll beat Hunter again. Yeah, that's how I can see it happening. But who knows? Who knows? Hunter has been improving, and I would love to see him in that top five. No, I absolutely would. For anybody that's been following my channel, when Hunter at the going into the 2022 Olympia, I was not a fan of Hunter Labrada. I was not. But he really did he put in the work and he made the improvements. You know, I'm a big fan of Hunter now. Guy really dedicated himself to bringing up his weak points. I hope to see Brandon in it and not get sick. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as Brandon's at 100%, you know, he can do really well. All right, guys. Well, we'll think about wrapping this up here now. John DelaRosa takes first place at the 2024 Tampa Pro. He is going to the Olympia. We will see the rematch here between John DelaRosa and Mohammed Fooda, as Mohammed is already qualified. And I think it's going to be a good battle. There is plenty of time between now and the Olympia for both of these guys to make improvements. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Davey. Hunter just made too many improvements. You can't ignore it. Rude Boy says, "Thanks, EP. Amazing commentary. It's close to 1 a.m. here in South Africa." Hey, man, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everybody here. If you guys are new here, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll have another video coming out there tomorrow morning. We'll see what the feedback is online, see what people are thinking. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. Instagram.com/EP09. You guys can find me there. And yeah, this was great. I was really glad to get back into this, after taking a little bit of time off from making videos. Really feeling the love of you guys. I'm really glad to be back. I'm really glad to be able to pump out the content for you guys. I'll work on getting a podcast on the go here soon. We'll see who ends up showing up. Anybody from my FBB pros to your favorite YouTubers to a good mix of both. We'll get another podcast on the go here soon. Best live streams in the biz. Keep up the work, brother. Thank you, Davey. I appreciate it, man. Danielle Marquez, beer lover and bodybuilder, great show, chat and context. Thank you, or content. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you being here. I really do. I appreciate all you guys. Mark Lou, thank you very much again, brother. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Excellent time as always. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a good community here. We've got a real positive vibe happening here, and that's what it's all about for me, man. That's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I like these love chats. You meant love chats. Come on. I know what you meant. Right on, brother. All right, guys. Well, I am going to end it right here and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We'll see if we have a little bit more of a breakdown and maybe some of the other guys. There's a couple of good stories out there, so we'll see how much time I have. But